Greetings all, Shane Bruce, Restomod Daisy, with part 2 of our Daisy Golden Eagle video. In part 1, which ended abruptly because pause turned into stop, turned into make another video, so here we are. We had extracted the plunger assembly from our Daisy Golden Eagle and discovered that it did not have an abutment seal inside the receiver over here. Now there's a little video shot of that in the other video about the bare naked steel receiver abutment washer. What it needs is one of these, an abutment washer. So what we're going to do, because we're still in process, is we're going to install the abutment washer, excuse me. The flat part should face the front of the gun, and this odd little step piece goes right there. So to get this back in the gun, all we're going to do is give it a little shot of juice. Now, yeah, I'm going to replace this compression cup, and when I replace it, I'm going to put in a new felt washer behind it. But for today's purposes, we just want to see if the gun will actually shoot by simply adding this simple piece of rubber. I'm pretty sure it will, but we'll know for sure in just a moment. All right, so let's head back over here. We're going to have to do a little persuasion on this one to get it to fit, because that new abutment seal, well, no, we don't. Oh, okay. There we go. That, I think, is where we may have to. Oh, for a minute, I forgot. When you're doing this, use a guide. Come out of there. Come out of there. And a guide is a big, long, skinny piece of steel. You know, I should have dug that out of here before we went. Yeah, well, had is the operation.
We're in the future, current, present right now. So.
Yeah. All right, so. Now, the problem with your guide steel is it's really tiny, so it's hard to get your fingers around it.
Look at that. Oh, jeez.
A drill bit to dust.
Beautifully long, beautifully skinny piece of steel.
And it will fit inside your shot tube, the tip of your shot tube. So you're going to use this to guide the unit back into the cylinder. Now, you'll notice on this we have a set of feet here, so we know that it goes up like that. And you'll notice the top of this is nicely polished here. That means a lot of friction over the years. It's had quite a few rounds put through it, because this thing's probably maybe close to 100 years old.
Wow.
Well, it's 2025. Now, what you have to do is fish this in through the, oh my. Oh, yes, yes.
There we go.
When we get to here is where we're going to have a problem.
All right.
All right, so we've got our guide in. We're going to, well, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Came out. Oh.
You got this. I believe in you.
Well, the same dealio as this, so we keep hanging up our, okay, I'm going to put the guide back in. And our washer hangs up on the crossbeam because it's the new .820 size versus the worn out .80 size of the, and then we got to get through the abutment washer. All right, and we should be able to lead that right into there. And I'm hoping that compresses correctly. Okay, we're still in place, so that's good. Let me check and make sure I can see the tip of the air tube here. Okay, we're going to have to kind of flex it that way. Next thing we're going to do is get a small piece of wood, and we're going to tap that rascal in.
We love a little wooden rod. There's something weird on the end.
It's messing with me. Let's see. Oh, it's because I'm trying to put it in upside down. There we go.
That it's got feet to tell you which way is the right way up.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? I think I'm going to have to pull that abutment washer out and extract it from the gun to get this to work. Because I really don't know if I'm on it or not. And there it is.
Yeah, I would hope, but
well,
you got to get it through that hole right there, right?
Yeah, we got to get through the abutment washer, and I think that's too
you want
big.
me to try?
No, right now it's sitting at a slightly canted angle, and I'm afraid that it's going to twist. I'm afraid it will twist when we try to seat it, so I want to get it back down on the base so it's flat. There we go. So we're just going to push it out of there and remount it to the plunger assembly. Boy, it does not want to go.
She's being
Very. And that perseverance pays off. All right, here's our little abutment washer. So it's been secured. Now we're going to reinstall it and go through the whole schlemiel again until we get it installed so that we can shoot the gun and make sure it's got compression before we do anything else, which is take it all back out and put newer stuff in.
Hey, it's for the viewers.
That's right. All right, so now we're where we should be. And I'm going to give this a little tap to seat it. And then we'll compress the mainspring. That looks to be about in the right spot.
Love.
Pull that out, check the front end. Yep, we have air tubes sticking out.
Gorgeous.
So now, which one of these did I use?
That one, I'm guessing. It's closer.
I'm guessing too.
We're gonna find out.
Now we're going to
Put in
reinstall our spring stop, compress our mainspring,
compression engaged.
and then install our spring stop.
Wow.
And you notice it fits. So now we can put the bits and pieces that make it work back together and see if it goes poot. And if it goes poot, we'll drop a BB down the barrel and see if it goes put-toot. Put-ting.
We love. Alright, I'm gonna go back over this way.
Find the spot you like.
This way, which is the irony because we moved it to the other way.
Now, I think what I'm going to do this is just temporary, so I'm not going to use the original screws. You know, take them in, take them out, fuss about. What I'll do is grab a set of. I say that. All right, there's one. There's two. There's three. Well, no, I found them. I'm going to use factory new screws.
Ooh.
See, it should be a number 2 on this side to do this part with, because they're not going to stay in the gun, but I don't want to mar those up any more than I have to. So this is a protective measure. We'll drop in our trigger. That's easy. Drop in our lever. And we're getting purchase on the back bolt. And put our stock back on, making sure that we get our trigger return spring on the spur. It's on the spur. Let's stick this back in here. Oops. That was one of our sacred bolts. We don't do that with that. And get that secured. Alrighty, now let's see if it makes the right noise. Hear it?
Yeah, I got poof.
We ain't got a lot of push, but we got poof.
We got poof. That's
So,
all I need.
I got to say the spring that's in this one is a lot lighter than the spring in that one. So,
Put a BB in it. Let's see.
we're going to drop a BB down the tube and see what goes on. That'll also, oh, you know what I never did? I never looked down the bore to see if it was clear.
Golly, Dad.
Yeah, it's clear. All right. Sometimes the guns don't shoot because stuff has found a home in it. So we'll thread this down. We'll go over here to the random BB access point and grab a random BB. I say that now that well, yes, it looks like the random BB access point tipped over at some point in the past. No, there it is. Oh, come on.
So rusty.
Down the tube it goes. Click.
All right.
All right, step to the left. And let's see if it'll roll out of the, before it rolls out of the barrel.
Ah!
Yeah, that's a whopping 35 feet a second.
But there it shot.
It does shoot
That's
now,
all that matters.
which is not what it was. It was not doing that before. So we have partially corrected our problem. We're going to do some mainspring experimentation to see if we can get the speed of this thing up. It is also a candidate for a Model 25 shot tube, although that would, I don't know why you would do that to one of these guns because they're pretty pricey. And people get upset when you mess around with the old ones like this that are hard to find. But, you know, then again, it's your gun. Do what you want to do with it. You know why?
Why?
It's your gun.
Huzzah.
Exact. But now we've solved the problem with compression. We don't have much speed. We know we have a super light mainspring. So we'll probably do a part 3 where we re-tear it down, install a new mainspring. Going to stay with the factory air tube on it and see what it does at that point in time. And then we'll move on to this gun in another video and do the same process and get, because I'm confident it has no abutment washer either, just because it clangs so hard when you pull the trigger. But it does have a hefty mainspring. That's a plus. All right, kids, that's all we've got for you today. This is Shane Bruce with Restomod Daisy, signing off.